So there is finally a bullish case for Bitcoin after yesterday's price action, and as you know, Bitcoin has been stuck inside this range for more than a month now, and so far every attempt to break above the upper boundary has failed. So we saw one clear breakout attempt, but Bitcoin failed to hold above the range and quickly fell back inside after touching the 67k resistance. Since then, it has made several attempts to challenge the upper boundary, but each time it has been rejected. However, Bitcoin is now making another attempt after the previous rejection, and so far this bounce looks stronger than the previous ones. And this time it took only 2 candles on the daily chart to cover 100% of the range, whereas the previous bounce required several weaker candles to cover a similar distance. That indicates there is more buying pressure behind the current move, and if this trend holds and over the coming days we see price build up near this resistance on the lower time frame like the 4-hour chart without Bitcoin getting rejected lower, then that would be a bullish development and would increase the probability of an eventual breakout. And if my long setup develops during that price buildup, that's where I would look to enter a long position. I'll update you when I see my long setup, so follow or subscribe if you want to catch that. But however, right now Ethereum is even more interesting to me on the long side because it is showing considerably more strength than Bitcoin, and I already have a long position in it. So wait for the Ethereum video that is coming up next. Now, having laid out the bullish case for Bitcoin, there is also a very clear bearish scenario. Despite this stronger initial bounce on Bitcoin, but if it gets rejected again near the upper boundary of this range, just like it has on every previous attempt, then that would significantly strengthen the bearish case, and it would tell us that even after this strong move up, buyers still aren't strong enough to push Bitcoin through this resistance. And if that happens, the probability of an eventual breakdown and a revisit of the 58k low increases even further. Because if we look at the overall picture, the bears still have the upper hand.